Man, I'm telling you, this thing just keep going, getting crazier, man. Democrats that reject prayers for Charlie Kirk. Chaos erupts in U.S. Congress. I watched this yesterday, and I couldn't believe it. Then I noticed a lot of people were talking about it, so yeah. I'm going to react with you guys here. Let's see what's going on.
And so my understanding, Libby, you were telling me before that Mike Johnson had a moment of silence for Charlie.
That's right.
By the way, Mike Johnson is a spineless, coward Republican, man. He's just a coward. It's just his face is just I can't. I'm very conservative. I'm more right wing than Charlie Kirk. That's for a fact. But there's nothing worse than seeing a spineless Republican, man. It's worse than a Democrat, guys.
And then what happened next? Lauren Boebert wanted to extend it, but the Democrats started yelling.
That's what I could understand. She wasn't mic'd, so it was hard to hear. I saw the clip going viral, and again, it was Tommy who hit me to it, and we went back and looked on C-SPAN and pulled the full clip, which was like 2 minutes. Mike Johnson called for a moment of silence.
Let's play this and see what we have.
The chair would ask that all members present in the chamber and those in the gallery please rise for a moment of prayer for Charlie Kirk and his family.
Look at that. They're all talking. Look at that. Look at that. Wow.
For what purpose does the gentlelady from Colorado rise? Shh.
Wow. Look at that.
Let's. Wait a minute. The House will be in order. The House will be in order.
Shut up, bro. It's so weak. Unbelievable.
The House will be in order.
Shh. No enforcement. All talk. No enforcement.
The House will be in order. We will join prayer right after this, okay?
Uh-huh.
The chair lays before the House a communication.
So what the Daily Mail reports is that, let's see, chaos devolved when Mike Johnson attempted to lead a prayer for Charlie Kirk. So I think what you were saying was correct. Democrats were against the request for the prayer. So there was a moment of silence. Mm-hmm. When Lauren Boebert requested a moment of prayer, Democrats, some of them began yelling no.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like Lauren wanted to say things? Is that what it was?
One Democrat blurted out, pass some gun laws.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. That's insane.
Anna Paulina Luna yelled, you effing own this.
Mm-hmm. She's.
And then it says, she accused Democrats earlier in the day of being the origin of the violence against Kirk. Quote, I am done with the rhetoric this rotten House and corrupt media has caused. She posted on X shortly after the news of the shooting broke. Every damn one of you who called us fascist did this.
I'm exhausted with the fight rhetoric. I mean, if you actually want to throw down and hurt someone and get hurt, that's when you use that term fight. It's not about arguing with people. And Charlie was the epitome of the way to communicate without fighting, the way to get your job done without fighting. He wasn't a fighter. He didn't need to. He was a communicator. And this Elizabeth Warren being like, we need to fight. Have you ever been in a fight, lady? Do you know what happens when professional fighters want to fight you? Don't do that stuff anymore. We got to cool it down. And I got to start with myself. But it's just this like event.
This is what literally we've been talking about, trying to cool the rhetoric for the better.
Yeah, for forever, man. Since I entered the political arena, meaning like watch politics and even do videos about politics, I'm telling you, this has just escalated. And every time that something like this happens, you know what the Democrats do? We need to cool it down. But Republicans, January 6th, hate rhetoric, all that stuff, they always just side with, in a weird way, they side. It's a way of them, in my opinion, to give them the green light. It's a way of giving them the green light. That's why it hasn't stopped, guys.
Are 3-4 years or so? I mean, this is
that's it.
Something that we've been talking about forever, for as long as IRL has been on. I was listening to people say, "Hey, we've got to cool the rhetoric," or I've been saying it myself. Like, yeah, I don't know what to do, but just saying, "Hey, cool the rhetoric," is not enough.
It's not doing it.
It's
not
like a
sufficient.
machine that's pouring this rhetoric into our country, into our airwaves to make people crazy, to destabilize the country and eat ourselves.
There's a significant portion of the population that have been radicalized. Like currently on
Yeah.
the left.
Too late, man. Too late for that.
Oh,
Right?
yeah. COVID,
People-
the kids that had masks on during COVID.
No, those were
That's just
they were kids. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like college students and young adults that have been radicalized. The person that shot Charlie, obviously we don't know who it was, but it's likely that it was a young adult. Not necessarily, but it was likely that it was. But they were a leftist, likely a leftist who believed that Charlie Kirk had all these terrible views. Where did they come up with that idea? When honestly, again, Charlie's views were very
Centric.
standard boilerplate Republican.
Yeah, very
Right, like-
Moderate.
yeah, his positions were like traditional conservative kind of position, like very I'm a Christian, everybody the same kind of thing. Very, all men are created equal kind of position, right? I'm way more to the right lean than him. I'm a conservative. I'm a traditional conservative, but I'm a realist as well, and I'm a economically conservative as well. But Charlie is just a little bit less than that, right? He's a little bit toned down. I'm more aggressive when it comes down to this message. Cannot believe it, bro. I scroll through Twitter. I'm still like limbo. I see him speaking, and it's like I get emotional, man. It's weird. It's weird, man. I scroll to Twitter. I see him speaking. It's like, why, right? It's very
American
strange.
conservative, traditional, not particularly extreme.
It is not extremist to say it's good for men and women to be married and have kids.
Yeah.
So, Occupy
Have faith.
Democrats,
Yeah.
Occupy Democrats on their Instagram have multiple anti-Charlie Kirk posts that they have put up today, including, yes, he really said this. No one should be assassinated, but that doesn't change the fact that he was a hateful
There you go.
jerk who spread nothing but division and ill will towards his fellow man.
I mean, the
So
dude
wait,
debated
after
Bosch.
he died.
These are, if you look at the timestamps, 12 minutes ago, they posted that. 33 minutes ago, they
Look at
posted
that. We've got it. Look at
Charlie Kirk spent his entire life disparaging immigrants, disrespecting women, and blaming black folks, only to get shot in one of the whitest places on earth. As a woman who went on his show a fair number of times, and he had nothing but respect for me. He was kind, he was generous with himself and with his intellect, and he was a really good man. I don't see how you can say that about him at all. And he took everybody's opinions. He talked to everybody about everything.
There was a tweet. Someone said the moderate right died today. All of these comments on this Instagram, I don't want to show them, and I
They're
don't.
horrifying.
But if you want to be radicalized,
Yeah, go to Blue Sky. I went over there to see that.
No
Typed in
way.
Charlie Kirk and see
gonna
what was up.
delete my
After like
account.
14 posts, I had to X out and almost vomiting. It was
Damn, man.
And it's just like that exists. That's out there. If you want to look for it, you're gonna find it.
It's not actually uncommon either.
Yep.
It's not like these are fringe people, right? Like there are considerable people that are a considerable amount of people that are in public life that are on Blue Sky that will say terrible, horrible things.
Yeah.
You know,
It's so easy to do, and it has such repercussions that are yet to be understood by the power,
Well, I
the
mean-
human power to speak and to propel it with mass media. It's so new.
you combine that kind of rhetoric with the political leaning that is most likely to be someone that has some kind of mental illness, and you're going to get this type of reaction.
Yep.
The left loves people that are miserable, that are unhappy with their life, that don't have a foundation in any kind of faith, that don't have a family, because people that have family, people that have faith, people that are happy do not engage in political violence.
No, we don't.
They don't engage. And
We don't feel like it either. Like we simply. I guess it comes with maturity, but at some point, I don't know, folks. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know how to react about this. I just simply don't know. and he posted. I'm trying to find the post where he said that there was a statistic where he said that mostly 58% of the people that they were polled saying that they're okay with political violence, or they're okay with political violence, were Democrat centrists. Something like that. Democrats said they were Democrats somehow. Whatever that means, right? You don't even know what the Democrats are anymore. These Democrats are not the same people 50 years ago. Not even 50 years, not 30 years ago, 20 years ago. They're not even the same. At this point, they have become this Bolshevik, Marxist energy.
Revolutionary activities. The left needs crazy people. They need people that don't have the same stuff to lose that normal people do.
Yeah.
Right. Like if you have a family, if you have kids, you're not going to go do something crazy like this because you have kids to take care of. If you have a job that you care about that's providing for you or providing for your family, you're not going to do something crazy like that because you have a job. You have stuff to do. You have things in your life. They need nihilistic, desperate people that have nothing to lose. And so the crazier the more extreme they can find people, the more people they can find on the margins of society and tell them the problem is, Christians that are having kids, the happier they are.
That's something that Dr. Jordan Peterson used to always say, like, why are more people not speaking out? Because they're busy leading their lives, raising their kids, I mean, is that something that you find?
I'm looking at my Facebook.
That's why we need leaders. Like Charlie, who are just masters of communicating, led their generation. I mean, think back to when I was in college. I mean, I graduated in 2012. Turning Point was just beginning to start coming to campus. It wasn't at the campus I went to. But the minute that changed in 2013, 2014, that's when you started to see some of the changes in polling and attitudes. And you've seen it more and more with Gen Z. I mean, that they understand what's at stake for public policy, and it's because of a lot of it is because of this work that Turning Point has done.
Yeah, they were out on campuses. They were doing so much to get out the vote last year. They were doing stuff too, weren't they? Where it was like, come to this event, this Turning Point event with Don Jr., and, vote early, drop off your mail-in ballot right here, and then come on in, and like that was your ticket in, was dropping off your ballot. That seemed really effective. That was a campus event.
I went to my Facebook just to see what people were saying.
God,
and
man,
there certainly are some.
Yeah, I would not even go to Facebook. I don't even have a Facebook. Might have to just start doing Reels and Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. But Facebook is like a cesspool of just all boomers and millennials, man. Boomers and Generation X. I can't, bro. I can't. I don't know why, bro. Like I haven't. He was a real soldier, man. And these Democrats, demons, cannot even hold a minute of silence. And you see the Speaker Johnson, very weak. My man, I'm silent, bro. You need, for that hammer to have some kind of weight, you need even force. Otherwise, you're just spewing words. They have no force behind it. People like that just not being quiet, you have to kick them out. Man, at some point, this has to just blow somewhere.
Statements. A lot of the lefty activist types that I've known since Occupy are calling out the younger left, and the leftists calling for violence. And I respect that. And I appreciate that. These are people who have followed me on Facebook, and I followed for a very, very long time. And they're very it was populist left Occupy stuff. So they hate Trump. And I see a handful of posts where they're saying these people are evil. Charlie did nothing wrong. Like, he was just a guy that they didn't like. And I wish, and I these Occupy Democrats and this blue sky stuff is what's terrifying.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
But I feel like some of these older folks, at least these more, I guess, Occupy-centered people are shocked, and they seem to be angry about Charlie Kirk's death. So I'm glad to see it.
The vapid, violent nihilism is just, it's not a sustainable movement. That doesn't mean it can't take over a government, but it doesn't really give people hope it doesn't really unify and rally people without fear. So when things are good, it sort of falls away.
Thanks for checking out this clip from.
There you have it, folks. I mean, it's crazy stuff, man. I don't know. I mean, the first thing when Charlie passed away, I told God, I asked God to have mercy. Just have mercy, God. Have mercy to my family. Have mercy for this country. Just have mercy. Clearly, we're doing things wrongly. Clearly, something is not right. Clearly, we are definitely heading to a dark path. But if God needs soldiers on earth, I'll be there for him. Because Satan is alive, man. I don't give a damn what people say. You have to call the enemy by his name. His name is Satan. His name's Satan. He took some of these demons, some of these people, weak spiritual weakness, and entered them. And that's why they had the scepter ring, all this stuff. They're sinful, lustful individuals. They look like demons, man. And they're okay committing this act. They're okay with it. Because they hate what Charlie represented. Like, Charlie represented what they could have been, which is a traditional, beautiful family, successful American patriot. They hate him. Let me know what you guys think, guys. I'll see you in the next one.